This is the yacht Alley Cat, an Alley or a Privilege 465. She was built in 2003 and has been privately owned since and never spent any time in charter. Well maintained and lightly used. I'm entering her salon through the cockpit. As I pan to the starboard side of the salon, there's a large couch and a television set. He has sort of two large removable chairs in lieu of a folding table that can be put up. Those chairs can be moved back out into the aft cockpit for reading, and the table can be converted when necessary. We've got a panoramic display of windows around the salon. I have them covered here today because I'm in St. Vincent and it's quite hot. On the port side of the salon, you have the full nav station. Pretty much all the information that you need here. You have a remote autopilot, Ray instruments, genset controls, panel for all the lights, electricity, Phoenix Combi inverter system, and then gauges for fuel, water, etc. Just in front of the nav station you have a U-shaped galley that has Corian style countertops, large frigaboat fridge freezer. Adjust those to be either a fridge or a freezer. Storage across, microwave, double stainless steel sinks, more countertop, and then below that cabinetry all around the U-shaped galley, and then below the stove you have, below the stovetop you've got an oven. You have a trash chute access here, the trash chute at the top. Entering down into the port hall, fairly wide steps. Looking down at the salon sole, which is all real natural wood, excellent condition. It's laminate. And then amidships, we have another frigaboat fridge freezer, which is built into the inside section of the port hall. And then on the left side of the port hall, we have something of what I would call a pantry. We've got three large cabinets below, one large cabinet at the top, and then on the opposite side, below the fridge, two more storage areas. So really excellent for cooking. So you basically have a pantry just down the stairs. You can see me in the mirror as I'm walking forward to the forward ensuite head shower, and now I've entered into one of the master suites. You've got a queen size bed with lots of headroom, a large overhead hatch, two reading lights over the bed where you have your pillows. The duvets aren't on the beds right now, so it's just the mattresses, but as you can see, these are thick, really high quality Bultex mattresses, not cheap foam. You've got your aircon vents up there, some artwork, and then coming back around on the outboard side of the hull, you have three large closets there, and then you have one tall hanging locker, which gives ample room for the person living in this suite or staying in this suite to store thing. And then forward here we have the ensuite shower head module. Turning back around, I'm heading aft now in the port hall. Steps up to the salon again are here. I'm entering through a doorway, taking me into another very large aft suite with a bed facing fore and aft. There are two large closet storage anchors on my left. You have this large bed. We have a portable stowable bimini here for the tender. The liners in the boat are in excellent condition. The woodwork is really in great condition, hardly any scratches at all. And then you've got a large opening hatch, which I've got closed right now. And artwork. These are really spacious suites. One would not get a sense of claustrophobia in these beds. They're large, easy to get in and out of. When I turn around, facing forward in this suite, you have a separate ensuite, shower, teak floor, and head module. It's got good headroom, and really a nice overhead light. And then a nice port light looking outside, so it's very light and airy place to take a shower. So I close that door, walk forward again. I'll turn right up the stairway, across the yacht, the main salon, and enter into the starboard owner's suite. Nice wide steps going down. And at the bottom of the steps, if I turn right, they have a large queen-size bed. It runs all the way across the boat to a large opening window. At the top we have a large opening hatch that you can open up to have air come in. Above the bed, at the very aft bulkhead, you've got large storage for books. And then as I turn around and look forward in the suite, there are closets up against that starboard aft bulkhead, and then closets also on the right side. Big hanging locker here, and then two large storage cubbies for shoes, things like that. When you walk out of the door of this salon, on the very right side, you have a separate head, shower module, identical to on the opposite side of the boat. But then amidships, instead of having a pantry for the kitchen and additional freezer, what you have is a desk all the way across. A lift up storage for the desk. Cabinetry above, cabinetry below the desk. Fold-out chair for the desk. It's really quite large. So for an owner who is doing a liveaboard, it's a great way to store things and keep organized. On the opposite side of the desk, you've got a bookshelf, and again another large cabinet for storage. And then back of that, two big opening hatches that lead to a Whirlpool washer dryer. I'm entering into the forward starboard owner suite. It could be the owner suite, could be either aft or forward. I actually sort of like this one forward because it has so much headroom above it. As you can see, it's really high, very, very spacious. Big, big bed. Nice storage to the forward side of the bed. We've got a big opening hatch over the top, so it's just a light-filled room. And you have cabinetry at the foot of the bed, and then on the outboard side of the hull you have two sets of large cabinets, and then also again a very large hanging locker. then forward of that, you have a large shower, owner's shower, sink, and then a toilet area. So you can either stand in the shower over the teak with a handheld, or you could sit with the toilet down to scrub off. Turning around, now I'm looking aft in the hallway of the starboard hall. Again, very, very spacious owner version boat. Great headroom throughout. Anybody over 6'4", 6'5" could easily stand up in this boat. I'm 6'1", and I have no problem standing anywhere in this boat. This is the aft cockpit table. Nice teak table in very good condition. It's been covered. And then looking across, you have seating, more seating, and then you have a double person helm station. The helm station folds up. All these are covered now to protect the boat from UV. At the helm station you've got a chart plotter, full instrumentation, Goyo steering wheel, large Goyo steering wheel, and again looking across you have a hardtop bimini with a plastic isinglass front with zippers all around it, so this entire salon can be enclosed in foul weather. And then there's a drop-down UV screens on the back, because as everyone knows here in the Caribbean, the bow is facing east and the stern is facing west, so about midday you start to get a lot of sun in the cockpit, so you just drop these down and it becomes very comfortable. You've got really nice high-quality stainless steel davits, cooktop, a barbecue, full set of life-saving gear on the boat, very, very large steps going down the stern with a stowed-in ladder. And on the right side of the salon you have a sun lounge, the starboard side. And then on deck, I'm walking forward, you have a winch here, general winch there, and large access deck hatch with storage below. He's elected to put a large bowsprit with a really nice reacher sail on it. It's an excellent way to power the boat up quickly. Has a excellent stainless steel anchor, chains in excellent condition, Profurl furler, back there into large windlass, very, very large chain locker. And these deck hatches access the suites below. One to the left is for the forward suite on the starboard side, one to my right. We've got push pins here to hold on to if you're in foul weather trying to reef the sails. The sail cover looks relatively new, as does the jib cover. Looking back, you see the main salon windows. Most of the lines on this boat have all been run back to the helm station. So he's modified the boat to have all the reefing lines come back to these stoppers. So it's a really nice setup for short-handed sailing for a couple.